Hello, I'm Robin Jeep with Enliven Foods. Today I'm going to be demoing Manna Smoothies, and you can find the specific recipes on our website at enlivenfoods.com. Go to the blog page on our website and you'll find them. You'll also be getting more information with this email that the video link is going to be coming in on. But the reason I call them Manna Smoothies is because they provide total nutrition. It's quite amazing. Right here I have the nutrition facts, the nutritional breakdown, and I'm just going to tell you a few of the facts, and you'll have this. Per serving, 680 calories, dietary fiber 30 grams, protein 25 grams, and don't be afraid by the sugar. You'll see there's no added sugar. It's 45 grams of sugar from all the fruits, but I have a secret. You add beans to the smoothies. This is high in resistant starch, and this will blunt the sugar getting into your blood. So you won't have that blood sugar spike that you have so often with fruit and even fruit and green smoothies. So let's get started. So here we're going to start making the smoothie. The first one we're going to make is the chocolate peanut butter smoothie. And I'm doing it in a bullet. I have Vitamixes, but I'm doing it in a bullet because many people don't have Vitamixes, and I want to make it so it's something that you all can do. And I like the bullet because I find it's quite powerful, very similar to the Vitamix. So, but it is smaller. When I do a Vitamix, I can get almost 2 quarts, which one quart is a serving. So I'm going to first put some beans in here. And when doing a chocolate smoothie, you don't want a whole lot of flavors competing with the chocolate. So grapes don't have a lot of flavor. So I'm going to throw some grapes in there. Blueberries don't have a whole lot of flavor, and they're mild. I don't want something real sour. So I'm going to put some blueberries in there. Peaches don't have a whole lot of flavor. I mean, they do have a lovely flavor, but it's not that strong. So I'm going to throw a peach in there, and then strawberries are good with chocolate, so I'm going to throw just a couple of strawberries. I'll just throw one and a small one. Okay, so now we've got some fruit in here. So now I'm going to do kale, and you're going to see all these vegetables you can put in a smoothie and more. Tomatoes, these are golden beets, and I like to do red beets in the chocolate one because it gives it a good color. Sweet potato, raw carrots. So I'm going to throw a few carrots in there. I'm going to throw a little bit of sweet potato in there. I'm going to throw a little bit of cabbage in there. So I've got kale. And, if I had room, if I were doing the Vitamix, I might do some more. And so now I'm going to do the flaxseed. And then we're going to do peanut butter. And then I'm going to do frozen banana. This is really probably one of the most popular smoothies that I make. Everybody loves this smoothie. And these smoothies, as you can imagine, just because of what I told you with the nutrition facts, they are extremely filling. I mean, people who eat these really don't need to eat for many, many hours later. And so if you drink a quart of this smoothie, I recommend a quart of the smoothie, and then doing just a meal. You only need one meal with that a day. So it's a really easy way. You can, you make them the night before and you have them ready to go to work. Okay, so now I'm going to just add some water in here to fill it up. Of course, the recipes give an exact amount, but I can just eyeball it and see what's about the right amount. So I did about that much water. And with the bullet, you don't want to fill it too full. Oops, I forgot to put the chocolate in. Let me get the chocolate in there. Now, let me just do this first. Chocolate, and then chocolate nibs. This is cocoa powder. And now I have cacao nibs, which are just the lightly roasted cacao beans. And they give it a wonderful chocolatey, fruity flavor. And here's the package. You can get this just at the health food store. And if you want it sweeter, you can always add some date powder, which you can usually get at the health food store. Most health food stores have it. And if you can't get date powder, just be sure that you can get some dates. These come from Aldi's, and make sure you hit them before you put them in there. Okay, so that should do it. Now, I thought it was looking awfully pink. So I blended this in this bullet. I blended it for about 2 minutes. Any kind of regular blender, you would do about 2 minutes. Vitamix, you don't have to do it that long. Maybe 45 seconds to a minute. But you can see we've got a nice, rich, chocolatey color. And I'll put it into a jar so you can see it in a jar. And you can add more cocoa powder, more nibs, anything you want to make it the way you like it. Yeah, this did about almost a quart. And so let's just put this out here, put it out here. And now I will, because this is chocolatey, I'll rinse it. Everything here is organic. I only use organic. So now we're going to do a tropical one. And I'm going to put oranges in here. And I put the orange peel and all. Of course, these are organic oranges. So I'll do a few of these oranges in here. And this tropical one, I think I'd like this to be really pretty and brightly colored. So instead of greens, I'm going to throw cauliflower in there because that, is not going to color it green and make, because if I do some of these things, it'll make it murky. So I'll throw some, I'm looking at things that'll keep a nice color. We've got a little beet here, and I'm going to do the strawberries and peach, and I could do a little bit of the cabbage, just a little bit, and then I'll do a sweet potato, and I'll do some carrots. And normally I would do pineapple, but my pineapple, yes, I'll get my pineapple. So here's my nice ripe pineapple to give it a real tropical taste. And this one, for children, I tend to use cauliflower because children who are not used to whole food plant-based eating are kind of scared of green and ugly, murky things. So I'm going to do ginger in here. Now for kids, they might not like the ginger. For kids, I often do just a strawberry banana. So now I'm going to do my flaxseed in there. So I've got quite a bit of ginger. And for any of these smoothies, anybody who likes spicy things, you can add chilies to your different peppers. And with this one, I've got the flaxseed in there, and I think that's all I'm going to put in this one. A little extra flax. And now I think I've got everything in there I want in here. A little water in here. Fill it up again the same way I did, about 2/3 full of water. Oh, you know what I almost forgot? The beans. I knew I was forgetting something. I always got to put those beans in here. And I'm putting a good, at least I'm trying to get a half a cup in there. This one's gotten kind of full, but it'll come down once it starts blending, I hope. Let's see. I have to add some banana. I forgot to show you. I did put banana in there. And so now this is a nice golden color. This is our tropical ginger. It smells very good. So what's nice, you make you make several of these. I make them for people, and they last. I make them for them to last them 3 days. There are a lot of busy people that have me make them for them. And so they've got these beautiful colored smoothies in their refrigerator. Now this one I don't need to rinse because I'm going to make one that's just going to have a lot of stuff in it. It's going to be a green smoothie. So it's going to be this one I'm going to make quite green. And we've got some squash here. I mean, I do all kinds of vegetables in these things. Sweet potato, carrots, that last piece of golden beet, tomato, oops, little tomato in there, some pineapple, some grapes, some blueberries, some broccoli, and of course the last of the beans. I always like to put orange in them. Orange just gives it a brightness. Okay. Then I'm going to put some kiwi in there. And did you know kiwi helps with insomnia if you eat a couple of kiwis before going to bed? I learned that from Dr. Greger's website. And then I'm going to put some pumpkin seeds in here. And I'm going to put flaxseed. And I'm going to fill it up with water. So here you can see the layers before I even blend it. Looks very nice, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm going to put it on the blender and blend it up. Okay, so this one is finished. This is our green one, just green fruity. And these are so especially in the summer when you're hot, you don't feel like eating heavy food. This gives you everything you need. It's just, it makes life so easy, especially if you've got them made up and they were in the refrigerator, icy cold, and you just drink these, and you can put so many different things in them. You look at all of these. You just put, like you can put, I did end up putting some pecans in this one. And you can make them brighter by adding more, more greens. And this one, oftentimes I do red beet in there. It makes it nice and pink coral colored. And so with the kids, you can put some of the purple beet in there, and strawberries and bananas. And the children tend to not know that there are any vegetables in there by using cauliflower. And so you can just use any of these things. We just use, I think these came from Aldi's. We just use, you can use canned beans, just making sure that everything's organic if possible, if you can do organic. And so these are meals. That's why they're called manna. Because this is, as I read to you, this is like a complete meal. You will be full if you drink this quart. And you can't drink the quart just, all of it at once. It's, over time, maybe over 30 minutes or an hour. And you'll be completely satisfied with these. And just make them the way you want them, and be sure to get the recipes so you have an idea, base recipes to get started with on the Enliven Foods website, enlivenfoods.com, and go to the blog tab, and you'll find them in there. There's a picture of them, brightly colored. So I hope you enjoyed this, and let me just tell you, the Manna Smoothies make a huge difference in people's lives. They're great for people that are recovering, athletes, or people who are recovering from illnesses. And several people that are eating them have been ill and had health issues, fatigue, and all kinds of health issues. And they started eating this and getting drinking these and getting more nutrition than they've ever had in their lives. And after about a week of doing this, all of a sudden the fatigue is gone, their digestion is much better. So these are the Manna Smoothies, and these are the sweet ones. I also make savory ones as well, but today we did the sweet ones. So thank you for watching.